Long Island, Bahamas is an island in the Caribbean. The Atlantic Ocean borders its eastern side, and the Caribbean Sea rests on its eastern coastline. The island is inhabited by just 3,000 permanent residents, and with 173 square miles of island to share, there's plenty of beach to go around. On this particular day, the Melis family, permanent residents of Long Island, and natives to the Bahamas, graciously offered to take the SPFL volunteers for a day of boating and beaching. They departed from Clarencetown Harbor on the Conquest, a boat used for charters, deep-sea fishing, and treasure hunting. The group anchors off the coast of Salt Pond Key and enjoys the blue waters and white sands of the area. The temperature of the water is about 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Natives of the Bahamas think the water is a little too cold, but for SPFL volunteers, it was the perfect temperature.
My name is Bagdonis, right? And I found out about SPFL through my brother, who went on the first Bahamas Long Island trip, and then my friend Salome convinced me to come a few years ago, and this is my third trip now. And I mean, highlights of the trip, just look around. It's beautiful, and you just get a really good experience seeing building a church with your own hands, seeing how like everything comes together. It makes you think about the services of it differently, because you see like everything like with God's help you made. It's really amazing. And just the people. I love them.
Dr. William Lightfoot, Dean of Brenau University's College of Business and Mass Communication, journeyed with SPFL this year. He traveled from Georgia with his daughter.
And so it's been really interesting and unique for me and my daughter to participate in. For us, we stayed for a little over 3.5 hours, but in a long service, a very memorable service, just beautiful, in this new chapel that we all had a hand in putting together. And that will stay with me forever. And just the chanting and the music and the sermon and being there with people that I've come to care about and come to learn about, just in some cases over several years, and other cases just more recently, in such a gorgeous, pristine, and relatively untouched place is certainly the highlight of my trip.
Walks on the beach following the workday are a must. The sand is sugar white, and Clarencetown Harbor is a beautiful place, with sandbars and warm creeks filled with turtles and rare fish.
I live in Minneapolis right now, in Minnesota, but I'm originally from the country of Georgia, over in Eastern Europe. I immigrated to the United States in the year 2000, and currently I go to college at the University of St. Thomas, and I'm a third-year student there, majoring in neuroscience, and it's my 4th time coming to the Bahamas, so I'm a bit of a veteran for this trip. Well, I think the biggest difference is exactly that it's not built up to be this, you know, man-made, almost synthetic kind of tourist attraction. It's a very organic experience of what island life is really like. And I think that's what's, I mean, especially personally to me, but I think to a lot of people is really attractive, is that you don't have all these people trying to sell you stuff, sell you the island or anything like that. It's, here's the island, here's what life is really like on the island, and go out and live it. So I think more than anything, that's what's really interactive and cool about this experience.
This is the most famous blue hole in the world. It is called Dean's Blue Hole. It was formed when a pocket of gas from below the ocean floor burst, and afterwards filled with seawater. This one drops over 600 feet, just a few yards from the beach. It is a beautiful place, and this puts Long Island, Bahamas on the map for the world. St. Paul's Fellowship of Labor continues to bring volunteers of all ages, cultures, and religions for a 2-week program of service work, retreat, fellowship, and Orthodox prayer services to Long Island, Bahamas. It is a journey to a place of beauty, pristine nature, and world-famous sights. But volunteers won't just travel to see what is there. They will actively give back to communities and form bonds to an island and its people. These are memories which will last a lifetime, built in an atmosphere of friendship and tranquility. It is what SPFL likes to call productive rejuvenation.